Welcome to Hollywoodland. We're going to take a little walk. We're going to take a little walk. Oh, by the way, I'm live again on YouTube. Isn't that wonderful? We're going to put the phone right there. How do you like my Maglite flashlight? Like that? See that? With the duct tape on it? Carried it everywhere I walked. Every night and every evening in Los Angeles. Yes, I certainly did. Lots of fun and exciting things to do in 2016 through 2023 in Los Angeles, California, United States of America. And then I decided that maybe I would find something to do in North Carolina instead. It's actually, the people are pretty friendly here. I have to say that. Honeywell, Google, banks, high-tech industry, and soccer moms all over the place. It's a good place to raise a family, North Carolina, especially Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area, or the Charlotte area. You should come and check us out sometime. Let's see what we're going to do. We do top messages or all messages. Let's do all messages. I wonder who's going to pop in today. You never know. Ashley, are you singing tonight?
No.
What are you doing tonight, Ashley?
Read important mail.
You're reading important mail. Is it some kind of mail about winning a sweepstakes? I just thought I'd ask. You never know. Wonder if anyone's going to come in. We'll find out. Hi there. On Hollywoodland, you can ask me anything you want. I answer questions. Just as long as the question will not get me bananaed. What else do I got around here? I can't find it. I used to have a flip phone I was going to show you. Oh, here it is. My flip phone from 2011, a track phone. This is made by Nokia. I got it in 2011 at a Walmart, and it still works. You have to buy a $20 card to use with this. And you have to renew it every 3 months. This is like an extra phone just in case something's wrong with the phone I'm carrying around. That's what I carry that for. And what do we got here? We've got 12 people watching me. Wow, that's amazing. Why did somebody pop in and say hello? Don't worry, I don't bite. Hey, who do we got here? Okay. B at B K status 90S01. Hi. At XAMG55X. Hello, hi. How are you all doing? Where's everybody from? Are you from the United States? Or are you from some other country? I got people from all over the world watching my channel. And you are from Russia. Okay, I'm going to go through the list of cities. Russia. Are you from St. Petersburg? Are you from Moscow? Yes, bro. You're from Russia. Did you go to a private school and learn English from an early age? Just out of curiosity. And BK status 90S01 is from India. I'm going to try to guess where you're from too. In India. New Delhi? Bombay? Or up in the northeastern area? Jharkhand. I've heard of that. Jane Crystal, 804 is from Virginia. You are close to me. I know Virginia very well. I lived in California for 34 years, but I just moved to Charlotte, North Carolina 2 years and 3 months ago. And I've spent a lot of time in Virginia. I grew up in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. So I had relatives that lived in, I had great grandparents that lived up in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. And I have relatives that lived in Alexandria and Arlington. So I've spent a lot of time around the DC area. My parents both grew up around there. Simon Cal, what's up? You on that list, fam? Username said that. I kind of look like Simon Cal. That's funny. Julian Barrios, 4073. How are you doing? Diane Crystal, 804. Oh, you're 30 minutes from Richmond? Did you know I noticed that there's traffic from DC all the way down I-95 until you get to Richmond? They've like built up that area a lot in my lifetime. Since I was like a teenager, like back in ancient times in the 80s, they've built that whole area up. Richmond's getting big. I'm doing pretty good. I've had about 2 years to get used to North Carolina. Got people from India. We got people from Russia. We got people from Moscow, Russia. People from Richmond, Virginia. Richmond was burned to the ground at one time, and then they rebuilt the whole thing. And then it was a little small town. And then all of a sudden, Richmond got big about 20 years ago. All these people started moving to Richmond. I don't know. It's kind of funny because people from DC, when they retire from their jobs as federal workers, a lot of them like Richmond. They go to Richmond because I guess you can live there and retire there. And if you want to go to the beach, you can just like drive to Virginia Beach or something. They like live around there. Julian Barrios, you're from New Jersey. North Jersey, Central Jersey, or South Jersey? Are you in Vineland, New Brunswick? Where are you from? Vineland? Did you say that you're from Vineland? Thank you. I like these classes too. Yeah, I grew up in Philadelphia, and I had to drive to New York a few times, more than a few times. So I've been through New Jersey. I've been down to Atlantic City, and we used to have to drive over the Well, there's a couple ways to go. You can go up 95. You can go up I-95 and you can cross over in Trenton, or you can go over the Benjamin Franklin Bridge and get on the New Jersey Turnpike and go north and pay the toll and get all the way up there to the, I can't remember what tunnel it was, Lincoln or the Lincoln Tunnel or the Holland Tunnel, one of those tunnels. It takes about an hour and a half to get up there. I do like, I like, what's that beach called? It's called Barnegat Light. There's like Barnegat Light, and there's another beach town called, it's not Asbury Park. It's, is it Long Beach Island? I've been to a few beaches there. I've been to there. I've been to Ocean City, but that's way down there, Ocean City. They got a lot of beaches there. I think you write books. I think you write books. I can write a book. I've written short stories before. Julian Barrios, 4073, said hi. I was a retail sales person for much of my life. I had, when I was younger, I did some construction labor work, but I've also sold clothing, shoes and clothing, part of my life. Long time ago, when I was a young guy, before I moved out to California, I worked on Chestnut Street in Philadelphia back in the like 1984, 85, 86, 87, back in those days. Like Walnut Street, Chestnut Street in Philly. They used to have a lot of stores there. Right now, I don't do anything. I talk to you. I've been asked to. I've been asked to. XAMG55X. No, but I've been asked. I've been asked to. When I used to live out in Los Angeles, I was asked 2 or 3 times, but I was doing something else. That's a field of work that is it's like you got to be a special kind of person to want to get into that kind of work. Okay, it's time for me to have a drink. It's my favorite drink. You know what that is, right? Powerade Zero. You know, when I drink Powerade Zero, it's cool, it's refreshing, and it makes me feel like a real winner. A winner, I says. Okay, this is so funny. You guys are beautiful. Thank you. Randy. It's Randy. Yeah. Randy. You can definitely call me Randy. Believe you me, if somebody wanted me to be an actor, I would definitely have to get paid for it. I would not work for peanuts. That's for sure. I know some people that are, I know many people that are actors or used to be actors, got out of it. I know a couple people that are actors that they're better now. They're older. They're a little bit more relaxed. But when they were younger, they felt like they couldn't go anywhere, and that's odd for a young person to be seen on you know, on a situation comedy on network television, and people kind of recognize his face. They might not know who he is, but they recognize his face, so they know his name, and and then he can't go anywhere without having people around him all the time. He had to have security with him at all times, armed security, all kinds of stuff. Like, man, it was hard. No. What's your name? It's Randy. Show. I don't know what that means. A little bit confused. What's that me? I don't have that. Just a steak. Okay. Do you have children? No. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Sometimes I don't know what people are saying here. You have all kinds of people. What is it, Monday? Yeah, a lot of people aren't watching on Monday. You know, when people come on YouTube and that other platform that I don't use anymore, TikTok actually is busy on Sunday afternoons and Sunday evenings, early evenings until about 9. From about 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock at night on Sundays, TikTok and YouTube and Kick is busy. Those platforms are busy. I got to look into Rumble and Twitter and Meta. I heard Meta has a live stream option. I'm not sure. I have to look into it. I'm just hanging out on YouTube for a while. $7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, most of my family is in New York or Florida. I have family here in North Carolina too. I think yeah, I got some family that lives in Virginia and Maryland, but mostly New York and Florida. I'll be back. Don't go away. More fun and excitement. Very soon.
No. No.
I should buy them. If I had the money to buy them. Did you put the tree there? That's all I have to lose $1.
Yeah.
Look at me. I am, instead of buying another one. See this? This actually is something of my age. I should be more than your age. If you didn't have your problem, you wouldn't drink this. When I'm 58 and a half years old, I'm on almost 59. These motherfuckers here. For some reason. Hi, guess what? I didn't go away. I'll be right back. And then I got old. And I got old. Hey, can I help you? Are you looking? Can I help you? Are you looking for something?
Love bites. Love me.
What's your name, boy? Okay. Who's this? Okay, we're going to change this to chat filter. Okay. Top messages. Let's see the top messages. Thank you for liking. And I really mean this. Thank you for liking, hitting the like button, and subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. It's getting kind of hot in here. Do you ever get a little hot? We got one person watching. That's amazing, dude. What's everybody doing? It's Monday night. It's past your supper time. It is 7:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, United States of America. And what is everybody doing? Are you doing something productive? Hope so. Remember, time is currency. And if you're over 45 years old, you're past the halfway point in your life. Just to let you know. Thought I'd remind you. time to get her done. Whatever you're doing. Ashley Lee.
Yeah.
What are your plans for this evening?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I have no plan.
Oh, that's really entertaining.
I have no plan.
I need some help. I'm trying to entertain these people. They want me to jump rope or dance or do something. They want me to do something. I do a lot of things. I don't even know what that is. Top fans. Let me see what that is. Got 0 people watching me. Got all these people were watching me. But now they're not. Okay. No more top fans. Get rid of that. Maybe I can play with filters and see what that does. I'm not really sure. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Retouch. I don't know what retouch on means. What's that? Retouch off. What's that? These are really wrong. Makeup. I mean makeup. I don't need makeup. That's odd. Makeup. Effects. Okay, so much for that. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, Hollywoodland. I see. Hey, bro, when are you going to post the number so I can call in live? What a Mara say? Post the number so I can call in live. Oh, so you think I'm like a radio announcer, right? I could do a podcast. Here's the thing about podcasting. There are a zillion people doing political podcasts. I know a lot about politics. I just don't like to talk about it all the time. There's a zillion people. I mean, come on, most of us, even if we used to like politics or talking about it, we don't want to talk about it anymore because it's just ad nauseum. It just, oh. You got like maybe 20% of this country that is not going to listen to the other side. Actually, it's more 40%. You got about 20% of the far right that will not talk to the other side at all. And you can't get through to that far right. And you got the far left politically that will not talk to anyone unless they're far left. They won't, you can't change their mind. There's no discussion. There's not going to be any real debate. So, and all the other YouTube channels and TikTok channels and stuff, they have the remaining 60% of the people that are interested in politics, that are willing to talk to the other side. They have all that wrapped up. I mean, I don't think there's any room for me. There's nothing that I'm going to say that hasn't already been discussed in the last 5 years on TikTok or YouTube, either platform. I could just never talk about this stuff and start a kick. I have a kick channel and start using my kick channel. We can talk about all kinds of other things. We could talk about staying stopped off of alcohol. That's something I'm really good at. I haven't drank alcohol in about 19 years, not because I was so much of I wasn't an alcoholic. It's just that it started interfering with my life somewhat. So I cut it out. I can talk about how not smoking cigarettes for 4.5 years has changed my sleeping. I can sleep really well now. I would recommend that people not start smoking or do not smoke cigarettes at all. And what am I going to do? Convince a young person not to vape? It's not going to work. They'll never listen to me. Vaping's horrible for you. It destroys your lungs. It wrecks your nervous system. It's really bad for you, the vaping. I like chewing gum. I like drinking coffee a lot. I'm being bad because I'm drinking coffee late at night. So forget that noise. Not going to do a political channel. I could do stupid things. Oh, here's something I wanted to show you guys. One moment. Where did I put that? Bluey wants to be a star.
Bluey's already a star.
I have a friend here. I'd like to introduce you to my friend.
Bluey. They know who Bluey is.
Have you met my friend? You know who this is? Who's that? You guys know who that is?
Bluey the dog.
It's Bluey the dog.
From the TV show.
I think it's from a television show. Yes. Bluey. See? Isn't he cute? Yes. He's very soft. I think they have these for sale all over the internet. They have them for sale in the Dollar General store, that's for sure. And the Walmart. We have all kinds of stuffed animals in here. My lady friend has all kinds. Woo. So much for Bluey.
Everybody knows who he is.
Everybody knows who he is.
Before you even brought him out.
Before you brought him out? Well, I think I'm going to lay down here and relax a little bit.
Well, no. I told you Bluey is well known.
Come on in. You know what's funny about YouTube that's different from other platforms, Ashley? Is that you could be doing absolutely nothing and people just pop up on your screen.
Where I put it.
It's really odd.
It's the love boat. Oh, here's the
That feels good. Welcome. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Oh, I have somebody viewing. That's wonderful. Why don't you come up and chat? You can ask me questions. That's what I like to do the most. I like to answer your questions. Because if you think about it, it's really not my channel. It's your channel. Let's see who's in here. Where's everybody from? I'm the Gabagool-9. I'm from PA. What's your favorite activity? Well, I'm from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania also. Well, I was born and raised in Philadelphia, and my favorite thing to do in the whole world? That's a good question. Let me think about it. I like to drive fast. Did you ever go? What part of Pennsylvania from? You ever go down to um, Front Street in South Philadelphia? You know what they do there? About 10 or 11 o'clock at night on Friday and Saturday nights. They have street racing. Yeah, they do in South Philly. Front Street, and for the 8-cylinder cars and the 4 cylinders are over on Delaware Avenue, near the refineries and the warehouses and stuff. All near it's in a warehouse area. I don't know if you've ever been over there. Got to check that out. You're in Bridgeport. Yeah, they've been racing down there since the 50s, man. It's like 50, 60, it's like 70 years of racing cars down there. It's like a warehouse district. It's like, it's closer to the Delaware River. It's kind of away from where the houses are and everything. About like, I don't know, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We used to go out there. We used to race our cars. We used to have a blast. I saw 2 ice cream trucks racing once. That was kind of funny. That was hilarious. Oh, you're from Bridgeport. You mean Bridgeport, Connecticut? Or is there a Bridgeport, Pennsylvania that I'm unaware of? Gabagool-9. 3 people watching. Wow. I think my hair's actually growing back. I cut it really short. Yeah, it'll get long pretty soon. Oh, like right outside of King of Prussia. I know where that is. It's near the King of Prussia Mall, which is not too far from Devon, Paoli. You can get King of Prussia Mall is not that far from Exton. Exton, Paoli, Devon, King of Prussia. It's all real close. I know the area. And I know the main line too. I know the main line, like where 30 comes in there. And then you go all the way out there to the outlet malls, out to where all the Amish are. If you drive like way out there and stuff. Yeah, I remember King of Prussia. The shopping mall, got little shopping centers around there, office buildings and stuff. I remember like when I was a little kid, like back in the 70s when they were building up the King of Prussia area. It was a little bit country. Like when I was a real little kid, like back in the early 70s, they were like building that area up. It's like its own little city, like outside of Philly. I think it's kind of nice out there. And you can cut through and go to the main line from there too. It's not too far away. I like that place. You know what else I like? I like Doylestown. Doylestown's really nice too. I had a grandfather that lived in Paoli. Oh, they call it Malvern. And I remember that rock and roll singer, Chubby Checker, him and his wife and his daughter used to live right next to my grandfather. I remember that. She was chubby too. I'm not going to say anything. Just, I can tell you some stories. Dude. I think Philadelphia is a fun area. They got some really crummy neighborhoods like inside Philly. Like some parts of Philadelphia are like, oh my God, it looks like Mexico. It's that bad. But some parts of Philadelphia are nice. Like, what's the place called? Not Chestnut Hill. Is it called Chestnut Hill? Some of those parts of Philly, like in northwestern Philadelphia and going out towards Conshohocken and other stuff that's like along the river. They've got some really nice towns around there. Yeah, she was kind of chubby too. I spent a lot of time in Paoli, Devon, King of Prussia. I didn't grow up out there. I had a grandfather out there, and my grandparents, but they had moved there from Washington, D.C. because he had a job up there. But I lived in Philadelphia. I'm sure you know where Kensington is, right? Like East Kensington. It's on like you know how like they have Kensington section of Philadelphia. They've been making YouTube videos about that place for about 10 years now, about everybody like nodding out on rugs, you know, there, because it's really been pretty bad there with the rugs. Kensington wasn't always that bad like what you're seeing. It was just like a working class Irish and Polish neighborhood. That's all it was, right? It got that bad like after 2008 or something, somewhere around there, when I was long gone. I was living in California, but I would get on the internet and I'd be like, what's going on in Philadelphia? And I'd be like, I'm on my laptop and there's people back when people were doing YouTube videos and you could just watch them on your laptop before all these phones came out, before these phones got cheap and everybody could afford them, or on my tablet. I would watch people like walk up and down, like near the Frankfurt station and like in different parts of Kensington and Fishtown. And I'd be like, what are those people doing? They're like just hanging out, like drooping over. I was like, what happened to Kensington? I know Kensington has always been a little rough, you know what I mean? But I never saw it like that. But I heard that they did I heard that the feds went in there and like raided like this place and just like arrested like an entire block of people. That's what I saw. I read about it and then I saw it on a television report. And they arrested all these guys. Like the whole block was involved. And the FBI just swarmed all over them at ATF and DEA and everything. And like the very next day, they showed pictures of people like walking, like old people walking down the street, not being afraid with their little grandkids and everything. All of a sudden, Kensington was back to normal. It's amazing. We have like 200 federal police officers just swarm an entire neighborhood. I didn't know it was that bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh yeah, that's right. No, I saw that. I was like, can't people just go to a bar and have a drink? People really want to check out, don't they? They that depressed? Damn, I'm not that depressed. I get depressed, and even I'm not that depressed. I woke up this morning. That's a good thing. Yo, I heard that there's are y'all getting a lot of snow up there? Are you getting snow up there? Like, is it dumping up there? I heard it's snowing in Virginia and like Maryland around DC and stuff, but I'm not sure if it's snowing where you are. There's supposed to be some kind of I saw the weatherman say that something from Siberia and Russia a couple weeks ago like went up in the North Pole and it got kicked back down Canada, and it came right down like towards like Pennsylvania and New York and Virginia, like a big giant Arctic blast or something. That's the last I read about that. I read about like a week ago or something like that. Not too bad, not enough to cause traffic problems. Okay, it's probably hitting a little bit west of you. Yeah, it might not. It might not hit. You know what it is? You know what it is about Philly and like New York and stuff? A lot of people don't know. Yes, it does get cold in the wintertime there, but it's not so cold that you can't handle it. And it's close, those cities and Connecticut too. I would say Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, South Jersey, New York, those places are close enough to the Atlantic Ocean that it moderates the temperature. So it can get cold, but it's not going to get freezing cold. Like if you go out to Pittsburgh or Buffalo, oh my God, I got caught in Pittsburgh one time. I was in Pittsburgh one time and I'd never been there. It was the winter and I'm in a motel and I walked outside to smoke a cigarette, right? Back when I used to smoke. And I was out there smoking a cigarette for maybe like 5 minutes and my hand froze. I looked across the street to see because there was one of those old digital signs that banks and stuff used to have that used to show what the temperature was outside. And it said 8 degrees. I was like, oh my God, I had never been in 8 degrees in my whole life. I don't think I have. I don't think Philadelphia gets that cold. I was freezing my ass off. I couldn't move my hand. I had to go back in the motel. I had to run it under cold water. And so I didn't want to get frostbite. That was in Pittsburgh, like some little town right outside of Pittsburgh, off the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Damn, no wonder it's so cheap to live out there. Pittsburgh's cheap. Even the motels were like, they still had motels. This is a long time ago. This is like back in the 90s. But they had motels that were like $19.99 and stuff for a room. little cheap ass rooms. They had motels back in the 80s. They had motel rooms that were like $15.99. Used to be cheap. They have better motels now. Like motels, like they have hometown suites and extended stay, and all these motels are like really nice compared to the old motels. Back in the 80s, they had crappy motels, but nowadays they have motels that are like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just higher quality or something. It's like they finally got their shit together after like fucking like 30 years or something. Even poor people can stay in a motel that's nicer than their apartment is. That's so sad. Poor people. They can go in a motel and the television and the lights and the bed and the microwave and everything's better than the crappy apartment they live in. It's like a vacation for them to stay at the extended stay or something for a week. They win a scratch off lottery ticket and they win like $500 and they decide they're going to go vacation in the extended stay down at Atlantic, down at the Jersey Shore or something, right? And then when they're done, they have to go back to Philadelphia to their dumpy row house with broken glass all over the street and shit. That sucks, man. But you know what? There was broken glass everywhere, all kinds of trash all over the street. Everything back when I was a little kid in Philadelphia, there was just trash. It was so dirty, graffiti everywhere in Philly. Except Center City. They wouldn't allow it down there. You could get arrested for writing on the wall down there, but the rest of Philadelphia was a complete dump. It was way worse than it is now. It's actually nice now compared to what it used to be. I think they have like I mean, they have like really inexpensive cameras that cities can buy these cameras by the bulk and then put cameras up on every intersection and just look at screens and just look at people just like, oh, that guy at this intersection is like spray painting on the wall. Let's go and arrest him and give him a ticket, you know? They didn't have that stuff in the 70s. They didn't have like really inexpensive little cameras that could stick up. They got cameras on the lights right now where you could be going through a red light. Like, okay, you're going through the light. Oh, it's yellow, so I'll just punch it, right? And then it turns red right before you get out of it. All of a sudden, they mail you a ticket to your house. And it's like $250. And you're a waiter and you make maybe about, if you're lucky, maybe $150 waiting tables one night. Take a couple nights to pay that ticket off. Or if you're a bartender or something like that, take you a couple nights to pay that friggin' ticket off. They're giving big ass tickets for all kinds of stuff. Oh, I'm just going to walk across the street. Oh, you're jaywalking. Well, guess what? There's a camera there and it found you. You're getting $100 ticket for jaywalking. That's $100. You know how much junk food you can buy at the Dollar Tree with $100, and you're giving it away because you decided to jaywalk and got a ticket, motherfucker. I know they had those vibrating beds. It was so fucking retarded. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like 70s stuff. That's like some hippie stuff. Vibrating beds. You put a quarter in and they vibrate. Like if you go up to New York City the old-fashioned way, up Route 1, like say you're in Philly, right? And you're on the Roosevelt Boulevard and you go north, like you're going towards Trenton, right past Trenton, there's a whole bunch of junky motels on, it's called 19, that's the name of the road. It's Route 1. It's the same thing. It's what the Roosevelt Park Boulevard is. So you go and you're going like you're going to New York, right? As soon as you get on the Jersey side, there's all these like rug motels, like motels that have cockroaches running all over them and stuff. And you go in there and there are motels there that you put a quarter in and they vibrate. That's some real 1973 shit, man. That's so corny and shit. Why would anybody want a vibrating bed? That's weird. I wonder what that does. Maybe it like relaxes you or something like that. Well, it's 53 minutes and 39 seconds. And guess what? It's time for me to call it a night. I had fun with you guys and ladies. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. You guys are beautiful. Remember to like and subscribe to Hollywoodland22. You guys have a beautiful evening. Ciao.